Okay. Hey everyone, it is me again. If you're new to the channel, my name is Corey. My wife's name is Raquel. She's actually inside. Let's see, where do I start? Okay, so I have been living in the Philippines now for over 3.5 years. I'm actually going on 4 years. And the funny thing is time flies when you're having fun. And that's just the truth, because I didn't even realize that I was talking to my friend the other day, Chaz. I did a video at his house, and it kind of clicked in when he said that. And he's like, no, we're going on 4 years. And I'm like, wow, he's right. And I had gotten an email, which kind of got me thinking about it like 2 days later after I did his video, because one of the subscribers, and thank you for this, he wrote to me and he said, Corey, you really been living there that long? And I was like, yeah. And so he asked me, which I thought was a funny question, what's your skincare routine? Which made me laugh, right? Like, I actually legitimately laughed when I read the email. I just wash my face with whatever color bar of soap is in the shower that week. I don't have like a routine. What do you mean? So he sent me a screenshot of like a video from 4 years ago and then now, and he's like, you look healthier and younger. And I looked at the pictures and I was like, huh. I mean, I don't know if I would say I look younger, but I definitely look a lot happier, more relaxed, definitely healthier. And he made me, think. But the fact is, the comment that he wrote after that, and he's right, you eat healthy, you live a stress-free life, or very low stress anyways, and you sleep good. That's going to do it, right? I mean, it ends up coming out in your everyday life and how you smile and everything else. And, anyways, it just kind of made me think. And I'm like, I've been here for almost 4 years now, which is crazy to think about it. So I know I did a video after living in the Philippines for 1 year, and I was really excited and looking forward to doing it. And then I was going to do one at, 2 years and 3 years. And it just kind of went right by me. I didn't even realize it, because it's been that long. But again, time flies when you're having fun. So as far as how I'm doing, I smile 10 times more than I ever did before I moved here. I wouldn't say I'm half as stressed out. I mean, I'm 10% as stressed out as I was before. I sleep better. I eat better. I enjoy life more. I'm more appreciative of everything. Life is just, the quality of life is just overall better in basically every aspect. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I tell people the truth. It's, the driving here is hectic. Okay. It's like a video game when I leave my house. Going out to eat, we have very limited options for restaurants and stuff like that. But overall, I'm just so much happier. I am. I can't go anywhere and meet people that are hostile or uncomfortable or rude. And watching anything back in the West, that's mostly what I see, and that's mostly what I felt when I was there. And here, it's just so welcoming and happy everywhere I go. And that ends up, projecting on yourself, so to speak. Because now I walk in anywhere and I go anywhere and I'm like, my Ubuntu, I complain less. I mean, now I'm just grateful for everything I have. I mean, I know the longer I've lived here, the more I realized how blessed I am. And you don't realize it back in the States, at least for me. I never did. I'm not saying anyone else. I'm not insulting anyone, but I never felt it. I mean, I had a nice, 4-bedroom house. I had a good job, nice car, but it never felt like it was enough. And you were trying to always get more, so to speak. But now I realized how blessed I am all the time. I mean, last week I had a flat tire in my car. And I'm like, oh, no big deal. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I have a spare in the trunk. So I didn't even complain. Like, it didn't occur to me to be grumpy or annoyed or unhappy about it, because I'm lucky and I'm blessed that I have a car. Most people are walking, or there are 4 or 5 of them on a scooter, and it's 90 degrees out. I'm grateful. My aircon in the car works good. I'm lucky and I'm happy. And when I built this house, I thought I was building a simple house. And that's the honest truth compared to the Western styles houses and what I had living back there. I thought I was building something pretty simple. That's how I felt. And now after being here 3.5 years, I just wished I had built it smaller. But now I realize more and more how lucky I am, or not lucky with the house because I worked hard for it, how blessed I am, how grateful I am, how nice it is. Because every time someone walks in, they're just like set back almost, so to speak. And they're just looking like, wow. And then I'm like, I almost feel uncomfortable now at this point because I will realize constantly how blessed I am and how grateful I am for having a nice home. I mean, most people here, they're happier than anywhere I've ever been, anywhere in the world, and that's just the truth. And there'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people living in a small house, paper thin walls, if they have walls between the bedrooms, and they're not complaining. They're happy. They go to work. They love their family and their friends, and they have food. So because of that, I've realized I can't complain about anything. I mean, I have an amazing house. I mean, it runs off of solar. I have a pool. I have a gym. I'm just generally realizing those things more and more the longer I live here on how blessed I am. And that's great when you realize how grateful you are. So you're smiling and happy. So the little things now, it's hard for me to get upset and complain because, again, I realized what I have. So I walk more. I'm in the sun more. I'm outside more and I'm being more active. And it feels good every day. And I love it. And don't get me wrong, it rains here. I'm not going to act like anywhere's perfect, but back in the West, it just wasn't the same kind of comfortable feeling because around here, you can't walk anywhere without everyone trying to invite you in and have coffee or give you bread or just make small talk with you. I mean, I've never walked by a household where they're not waving, offering me a drink or something and telling me to come sit on the patio. It's just such a great atmosphere. And again, I'm not trying to act like everything here is perfect, but when 95% of the things are good, it makes you a much happier person all the time. And then the little things that bother you, they're not that big of a deal. Another thing that the Philippines has definitely changed about me or grow more as a husband, and this is not something I thought that would happen, at least because of the Philippines, but I've realized how much I love my wife and how much I appreciate her and how blessed I am for having her. Because after living here for 3.5 years, and particularly because I have a YouTube channel and I'm talking and discussing things with everyone, I'm listening to guys complain about their wives or their girlfriends or the dating scene back in the West for 3.5 years now straight. And it's not getting any better. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's just getting worse. So I realized how amazing of a wife I have because here I am going on 4 years over here. And she was like this back when we lived in Chicago together, but I still haven't heard her complain. She still never yelled at me or called me a name or used bad language. She's just amazing all the time. So I try to make sure I'm a better husband and improve and grow as a person because I know she deserves that because back in the West, this just would have never happened. So, and I've come to realize that because of being in the Philippines. And that's made me realize how lucky I am for having an amazing wife because I'm around such nice and happy people. And every time I connect to the West, it's hearing a lot of unhappiness or people that are complaining and grumpy and wanting to either come here or get back over here. If they've left, they miss it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel better and feel healthier. And I get my blood work done over here every year because it's like pennies. Well, not pennies. It's under $20 though. And I'll get everything done. And I'm just looking at my cholesterol level and I'm like, I mean, can't get any healthier. Can't get any healthier than that. And my blood pressure is lower than it's ever been, which is funny to think about it being 44. I would think it would be elevating year after year, but it's not. It's just gone down. So that's definitely a positive thing. Yeah, and I mean, I really just I don't catch myself ever complaining about the little things anymore, which is a big deal to me because I realize it more and more because I have 4 meals a day, so to speak, or whatever I eat. But the point is I'm lucky at how much food I have and how healthy the food is and how good it is. And a lot of people have so much less in the world. We don't realize it. Where back in the States, we'd order a meal and complain about the bread portion, or complain about this, or the service took 2 minutes longer than it should have. And it's just kind of always something. And over here, I'm just like, no, everything's good. I mean, yeah. And even now, let's say we want to take a little vacation or go somewhere, it's easy to do because we live in the Philippines. The fact is, we could have 2 days where we don't have anything to do, or 3 or 4, and we can I could get to 1,000 great little vacation spots and enjoy a couple days. And I'm lucky. That is amazing. And then once or twice a year, we might go on a different vacation. And we went to Vietnam a couple months ago, and went to Thailand a couple months ago. And I get the plane tickets for almost nothing. I mean, I laughed. I paid like $200 round trip, and it's a short flight. I mean, I can't do that back in the West. Anytime I wanted to come to the Philippines, I knew I was going to dump over $5,000 between flight, hotel, and the expenses here. So it was a lot more, as opposed to living here. And then we can take off and we can be at Thailand in the afternoon, or right after lunch, or Vietnam. And it's not going to cost us much. Or again, we can go to, not exaggerating here, 1,000 amazing places. So I don't ever actually need to go anywhere. It is nice, of course, but living here, it makes it really convenient and awesome to go to all these beach locations, and we'll relax and enjoy the day and meet new people. And then we'll, even meet a foreigner from here or from there, or wherever, and we'll just start making small talk because it's friendly environment like that. Where back in the West, people aren't walking up to you like, hey, where are you from? Because, you live there. So it's more of you're all just standing in the same spot waiting to get something. Where over here, it's someone will come up to me no matter where I am, wherever they're from. And maybe it's somewhere in Europe, or, Australia, or, Canada, or wherever. It doesn't matter. They'll walk over and I'll tell them where I'm from. They'll tell me where they're from. And, start making some small talk, maybe giving each other advice on something, and just enjoying the weather and the cheap prices. And that's nice. It's nice running into random people and making small talk. Yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, living here, how much little I'm spending as far as money goes, because the prices here, whether it's the taxes, it doesn't matter. Going out food shopping, you guys see what I'll spend. I'll go to the market and I'll buy fresh fruit, and I'll buy 3 pineapples for 80 or 90 cents. And people back in the West are like, Corey, I just spent $6 on 1 pineapple and you got 3 for a fraction of the price. And I'm just smiling like, yeah, that's the cost here. So, I mean, some of the things, don't get me wrong, are more expensive. I went TV shopping, and, I got the best deal I could for my TV, but everyone's like, that's too much. I'm like, okay, I get it, but I'm going to have the TV for 10 years. So it is what it is. Electronics cost a little bit more here. Sometimes wood does. It's not like every single thing here is cheaper, but for the most part, my cost of living here is very low compared to if I were to take this lifestyle and then go where? Miami? It'd be 10 times the cost. No, more than that. 20, 25 times the cost. I don't know. But either way, I couldn't live this lifestyle for this price anywhere back in the West. So if sometimes a neighbor's rooster jumps over the fence, or flies over the fence, I should say, and starts squawking on my property, I just laugh. No big deal. The other day we had a puppy come into the yard. We don't even know how it got here. I just played with it for an hour, and I figured somebody'd show up, and somebody did. They came over there missing a puppy, and I'm like, sure, here it is. I mean, just let them hang out and play, right? Little things aren't going to get you, because overall it's just better, at least for me. It may not be for everybody, but I'm generally happier. I'm sleeping better. I'm enjoying life more. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on or make this a long video, but as far as how my life has been for the last 3 years, you guys see all my videos. It's been great. It really has. If I had to start all over, I probably just would have figured out a way here to move here sooner. But it wouldn't have been to not do it. Maybe I'll do a video soon on the pros and cons living here, just to be transparent with everyone on, not everything is perfect, but for the most part, I love it. I mean, my stress level is a fraction of what it was. It's very low. My health is much better. I mean, the quality of life is better. I just feel better all the time. I'm less stressed. I'm enjoying everything I do now more. I smile now more than I ever have. And I know that from looking at the, 500 pictures we've taken being here or however many. And then I look back at my life before this and I couldn't find pictures where I was smiling. I mean, all seriousness, I just had the face, and everyone would say, "Oh, he's a Marine. That's just the face." But the fact is, I'm still a Marine, and now I'm, I'm just playing and enjoying life. But honestly, I don't have any regrets. I mean, like I said, maybe I would have made the house a little smaller. I told her this the other day, and I probably would have made the pool a little longer so that I could do better laps in there, I guess. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I don't have a lot of negative things to say. I have a lot of positive things to say. And I've met plenty of foreigners that it's not necessarily working out for them because they're not able to adapt. But I've let myself adapt, and I went on vacation here over 10 times before I moved here. And I did live here when I was in the military, so that was over 20, 25 years ago. But either way, I knew what I was getting into. So I knew, hey, Corey, these 5 things are annoying or frustrating, whatever you want to call them. So you need to learn to adjust those or prepare for them better, or just smile and say, hey, it is what it is, right? And I've learned to do that. So for me, my comfort level is drastically improved because I'm able to smile and brush off the things that I can't change. And the things that I can, I've adapted and I've changed to them, or I've changed them myself. And overall, everything's better. So would I recommend this for everyone? I would say a lot of people, I would say definitely go on vacation here and realize some of the things that, can be frustrating, and ask yourself, can you adjust to them? But everything else is just so much better. I can take a walk down the beach anytime I want. I can just go for a walk with my wife anytime I want. We can go for a ride and look at the ocean anytime we want. Again, it's just a lot less stress. Again, it's not perfect. There are some things that I don't love here, but overall, I love this many things, and there's like way down here, the things that I don't care for. So it definitely outweighs it. Or if I went back to the West, then it was like, I make a lot of money, but yeah, back in the West, it was like, I don't know, like this. I mean, I'm basically dealing with it because I made good money, or that's why most people are. But other than that, just the money aspect. But other than that, but being back in the West, it really all came down to just being able to make money so that you could buy things you don't even need. And now I don't buy them. I know that they're useless and they're crap. I don't care about them. I'm still wearing the same shirts unless I bought one in Thailand or Vietnam for like $1 or $2. I'm wearing the same flip-flops until they rip apart, or, the same watch. I'm not upgrading things for no reason and buying material things that I don't care about because they don't make me happy anymore like they used to, where you buy yourself something because you think it matters and it doesn't matter. So it makes you smile while you're driving home, and then you're going back to working hard to look for something else to purchase that you don't need. So I hate to say it, but that's not me anymore. So now I enjoy the little things in life, spending time with family and friends, and doing stuff outside and making sure the animals are okay. And anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up because I wanted to just express how happy I am and how it's been living here for the last 3.5 years. And I thought I could keep it in like, 8 minutes. So I told myself to just walk with my phone and talk, but I thought I would sit down in case it took longer than that. And at this point, yeah, it's taken much longer than that, and I can't actually upload all this. So anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. I mean that sincerely. Thank you for all the positive comments. Everyone, sending me a message or whatever it is on Instagram or email and having questions about coming here. Feel free to reach out to me. I love helping people. That's why I enjoy doing this and inspiring other people. So let me know if you need help or anything like that. But yeah, I'm still here. A few people have said, oh, you'll last 6 months. Well, it's been almost 4 years, and I don't have intention on going anywhere other than little vacations. But overall, it's made me a better person and a happier person. So Why would I possibly leave that? And you guys can see it on every video. The more videos I make, the more I'm smiling and the more happy I am. So the two and two, they go together. So anyways, I really don't want to keep rambling, but life is good. So thank you for watching.